In the warm light of our cozy living room, my wife brushed me off to her new boss with a flippant, "He's just here." Not her partner, not her beloved, just a shadow hovering nearby. I stood silently beside her, forcing a faint smile that concealed a burning anger. Without a word, I stepped into the cool night air, the door closing softly as if it were any other evening. Moments later his phone vibrated. From the porch I peered through the window as he picked up, his arrogant smirk fading. His face turned ashen, his eyes meeting mine with a spark of fear. In that fleeting moment he realized everything had changed. We had met during our college days, her lively spirit a vivid counterpoint to my quiet demeanor, her impulsiveness tempering my careful nature. She showed me that chaos could carry its own charm, that trust could feel unbreakable. Together we built a life. A simple house, a flourishing business, a world that seemed invincible. I never thought I'd need to protect myself from the woman who slept beside me. But time alters people, or perhaps it merely reveals their true essence. It started with her long nights at the office, then a new scent she claimed was a gift from coworkers. I noticed her muffled laughter over texts she'd quickly conceal. I saw everything but kept my silence. Quietude has a way of drawing out hidden truths. One night, she left her laptop open, either reckless or overly confident. A video call lingered on the screen, his face glowing, her voice soft, too soft. I didn't lash out or challenge her. Instead, I gently closed the laptop and poured myself a whiskey. Rage fades fast, but a strategy lasts. Over the following weeks, I turned investigator, no longer just a spouse. I collected evidence with care, emails, hotel receipts, timestamp texts, discreetly taken photos. I had names, dates, locations, and most importantly, her intentions. I uncovered the truth about her boss. A married executive at the company I'd helped her join. A man whose influence teetered on a brittle reputation, vulnerable to a single scandal. So, I planned my response with meticulous precision. I discreetly moved funds from our shared accounts, all legally done. I sold my share of our joint company, channeling the money into an untraceable trust. She was too caught up in her late-night distractions to notice. Then I reached out to his wife with a brief message. "You deserve the truth. Meet me tomorrow." When she saw the evidence, she didn't collapse. She thanked me. Together, we orchestrated a reckoning. That evening, I came home to find my wife glowing, new perfume, fresh makeup, a dress unfamiliar to me. She mentioned her boss was stopping by for a casual dinner. Ideal. He arrived, shaking my hand with the confidence of a man who thought he'd already won, as if he could rewrite our narrative. I offered him a drink, smiled, and stayed quiet. Then she uttered those words that sliced through me. "He's just here." That was my cue. I stepped outside and called his wife, who was waiting a block away, engine running, phone in hand. Moments later, his phone buzzed. From the porch, I watched his hand tremble as he answered. His face lost all color, his eyes darting to mine as if I'd pulled the earth out from under him. He didn't yet know his wife had already forwarded the evidence, recordings, photos, financial misdeeds, to his board of directors. Within hours, his world would collapse. My wife, standing close to him, noticed his expression shift. Confusion, terror, realization. She turned to me, eyes wide, sensing something was wrong but unaware of its magnitude. 2 days later, the police arrived, not for me but for him. Accusations of embezzlement, corporate fraud, and forged documents stacked against him. The affair was merely the fuse that lit the fire. As for her, I didn't raise my voice or accuse her. I simply handed her the divorce papers I'd prepared weeks before. When she asked if I could ever forgive her, I replied that forgiveness was no longer mine to give. She left the next morning. The house fell silent, almost peaceful. I poured a cup of coffee, stared out the window where I'd watched a man's life unravel, and allowed a subtle smile to cross my lips. Some mistake quiet for weakness, but in silence, revenge finds its cadence.